Okay, we're going live. I'm just going to interview our first participant here. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Alvin Berryhill. I am from Springton community on the road, but I have been recently elected my first term. And this is a great learning space for me to learn about our health care on the red.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Woohoo! It's Wellness Wednesday. This is Theta Nubras, Nistu Nidaniko Magoyo Sakoyi. Nistu Amskapi Pikani. Nistu today I feel like a recovering, sober, Al-Anon, wellness warrior. But what's happening in Rapid City today? There is thousands of teams here for the Lakota Invitational. And so I've come here because we're going to go live with Muffy Marceau, who is going to be talking about Two-Spirit healing. And we're with the Greater Plains Tribal Chairmen's Association. So I'm going to walk you in there and we're going to listen to what's going on. Healing in Rosebud. Rapid City. Healing.
So, I just want everybody here to let her know that Muffy really studied hard and did a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and start my timer, and I don't know if there's going to be some questions. Feel free to interrupt, but I'm going to go ahead and start by saying I am a citizen member of the Oglala Lakota Oyate. I'm dedicated to advancing the rights and well-being of my community as an advocate for various social issues, including child abuse, domestic violence, sexual assault, and the rights of Native American LGBTQ Native Two-Spirit individuals. That's an acronym for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and Two-Spirit. I strive to promote equity and cultural awareness. I have been an alcohol and drug-free for over 8 years, and I have enjoyed a loving journey with my colonial wife, Felipa De Leon, for over 19 years. And that's including 9 years of accepted colonial marriage of our same sex. My identity as a true district reser complements my experience as a urban native, allowing me to bridge cultural connections. My colonial academic background, I really don't like doing this, but I'm going to. It includes a bachelor's degree in education and an associate's of arts and science degree in natural resource management and pre-engineering. That's it. With 36 years in the workforce, I have served as a coordinator for the Miniwichoni Project on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. I have also been federally certified as a police officer, and I also worked on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. That helped me in gaining extensive knowledge of federal laws governing our Native American reservation. I have worked across various states, including New Mexico, North Dakota, and our various Rapid City, South Dakota. Until May of 2019, when I completely quit the colonial workforce, and my wife and I developed this organization, which is Uniting Resilience Environmental. My passions extend beyond advocacy. I have competed in various sports and traveled throughout the western United States for powwows, rodeos, and golf events, including the Little Britches Rodeo, high school, college, professional competitions. I additionally participated in golfing tournaments along the West Coast and the Midwest. I actively participate in marches and protests for the protection of Mother Earth. I've been in jail, basically. Focusing on water, land, and air conservation. My strong belief in equality is guided by the principle Mitakuye Hoyasti, acknowledging the interconnectedness of all beings. I am committed to fostering a community concept of proactive teachings for future generations, ensuring that values of our culture are preserved and promoted. I also would like to focus more on healing from violences. I'm not a person or a female, first and foremost, and the native female that is going to put up with being oppressed, demeaned, or shamed. I'm just not that kind of gal. So uplifting people who have endured silenced violence is my priority in my organization. Now with that being said, I'm gonna begin with the utmost respect and fierce passion for how the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board has effectively changed all healthcare services in the tribal communities that they serve. Unity, healing, and compassion best describes the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health. And the fabulous, if she was here, Geraldine Church, who is Cheyenne River Lakota, and all of the programs under the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board. So unity. Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board has taken action in the communities to bring people together, to encourage people to come together in a ridiculously amazing way. Health services, events. Look at the difference that has emerged. And I say this with a full passion. There are billboards stating facts on sexuality, sicknesses, suicide, human sex trafficking, abuse, and violences to women and children, rape, sex offenders, predators, murdered and missing, self-care, counseling service, mental health issues. Hokahe! I can go on and on. My point is this. Action in this generation is a constant movement of change. Oh my God, I should have had a page flipper. The next one was healing. Native nations have their distinct cultural teachings, traditions, practices. Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board programs, Oyate Health Services, have taken action to engage in providing our cultural medicines as well as medicinal recipes given from different tribal nations. Smudging. Smudging is encouraged. And that's something no one was able to outright do 10 years ago without getting shamed or bashed by the colonial Caucasian restrictions. Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health have incorporated numerous healthcare services programs that uplift our community because of the techniques and native traditions that have been put into their policies that were restricted and just not available ever. Testing the boundaries and taking action to incorporate new policies and procedures within their specific health service programs is just ridiculously amazing. Sweetgrass, sage, cedar, bitterroot, elderberry, etc., to name a few, that each program provides. Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board provides mental health services that are making a powerful difference in our communities for the betterment of life. H-whippers. Compassion. It takes our indigenous native teachings to bring awareness to the changing of generations. We have to remember, in all of us, we were born with the inherited DNA of our great relatives, our Oyate, our people. All the torture, all the hurt, pain, uncertainty, anger, sadness, despair, and most of all, we have inherited our ancestral, indigenous, native compassion. Compassion within our hearts is to take care of each other, no matter what the circumstances are. Care and compassion is a ridiculously amazing quality the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health have for our communities. Providing health care service programs is just ridiculously amazing. So, unity, healing, compassion is how I would describe the ridiculously amazing qualities of how actions to impact our generations moving forward and the health care service programs Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health have effectively uplifted our community in healthy ways. Great Plains Tribal Leader Health Board get involved in activities and events with Native-led organizations and promote healthy living, positivity, and mainly all activities are alcohol and drug-free, as they should be. In closing, Hokahe! Without a doubt, there is no question that the quality of healthcare education and services have improved under the leadership of the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health. Thank you, Geraldine, for your hard work and sacrifice. Ridiculously amazing. I am grateful and thankful to be making these statements today on behalf of Uniting Resilience Organization, my beautiful life journey human and better half, Felipa, my Oglala Lakota Tioshpaye, and all the beautiful people that we have worked with from the many needed health service programs of the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health. Pilamaya, Wo Pilatanka, as a representative of our Two-Spirit relatives, I would like to go outside the colonial box again and say, Ata Chosnaz, Hokahe, Mitakuhe Oyasi. Thank you for this opportunity. I love every single one of you, and we all need each other. We have to get along. We have to have unity. We have to help each other heal. And let's give each other compassion and care. Geraldine, Patty, Brandon, Tinka, Tosha, Martina, and many names, I love you all. So now, if there's any questions, holler. Thank you. Thank you, Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board.
Okay. So Muffy, I come from the Siksikatepi, the Blackfoot Confederacy. I can holler. We're going live. We're on Native Wellness Institute. We have 8,000 global indigenous people listening. So can you just tell us a little bit more? How are we healing in Rapid City, South Dakota today, and what can Native Wellness do in bringing coordination, cooperation to all of a global indigenous effort, especially for these next 4 years?
Thank you, my beautiful friend from the north. Let's give her a round of applause for being here. Thank you, Theta. She is a badass auntie. And excuse me for my language. But thank you for that question. That's important, and I'd like to get this out if you pass this on, but I know you don't need to, because our tribal leadership that's here now, that's being orientated, take this back to your people. Leaders do not put down our people. Leaders uplift our people. And negativity has to stop amongst all of us. You know, I really wish every single one of you the love from my heart. And I give it to you to help you smile today. And that's what we need amongst each other. I'm a DNA product from that boarding school. If my grandmother didn't make it through that, I wouldn't be here. And every single one of you as well, carry that. Let's change that. We have to change those things. I see Geraldine Church, I see all of them as communication. You know, those billboards, I said that in here, are saying something that the colonial lifestyle never allowed us to say before. And if we're going to do that, do that. Don't be restricted. Don't be demeaned. Don't be shamed. And if you're not that, don't do that to somebody. That's an important factor amongst us Native people that those people on those boats in the 1400s brought with them. They brought resentment and jealousy. They brought all of that colonized hatred. And that's something we need to stop amongst each other. And we got to care more at our tribal level and stop the sneaky colonized politics. We got to care more for each other. That's something I see the Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health doing. If you asked me this 10 years ago, I would have fought this. But one of the biggest things is generations change. This is 2024, and we have to change with the times. No matter how hard we think that we're going to go back and live in teepees, I won't do that. I won't give up my car, and I'm not going to give up my bathroom and shower. And those things are real. But we can have and live that Wo Lakota. If any Lakota or Chetty Shakoi is in here, you will see that unity, healing, and compassion are part of our Wo Lakota values. And that's what I'd like for each and every one of us to be reminded about. That's an important question. How are we going to change in our communities? The Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board, you guys and the Oyate Health are trying to make a difference in a positive way. So continue to stay positive. Continue to not be shamed, demeaned, or hurt. Try to heal ourselves to heal others. And care and compassion is important. And I'm so grateful and thankful for the entire Great Plains Tribal Leaders Health Board and Oyate Health for bringing unity. Right here, this is unity. And it's important that you go back to your tribes and you bring unity to them as well. And you stand with them as well, because no leader that's a leader is ever above his people. He's beside them and lifting them up. And that's what we need to do in our communities, with each other, with our families. And I hope that message gets across. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you.
and it was at 12 minutes.
Hey. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This Nistu Nidaniko Makoyo Sakoi. We just heard from Muffy Marceau in the Greater Plains, who gave us a real positive message. We just want to thank everyone for tuning in. We're live. We're just here. And what else should we pay attention to? We now are at a crossroads. January 20th, there'll be a new administration coming into our United States of America. And so right now the tribes, 574 tribes, can now themselves decide to take action and to not keep their heads in the sand. So we'd just like to thank Buffy for allowing us to come in to go live for Wellness Wednesday. For all of you out there, what else should we think about? We should think about lateral kindness right now. We should think about the words that we use for other people. We should think about lateral forgiveness. And we should think about lateral compassion in her message, because one of the things that's going to really help us going into 2024 is all of us allying with each other. And the way that you divide, if you divide and conquer. So we're now at a place where people can actually put words in action. And as Muffy said, it was very important. She said, Muffy, you have any other words you'd like to say for our audience out here? Let me ask you a question. Why is sobriety so important?
Clear mind. We are roots of Mother Earth, and at no time can you put water or alcohol or drugs onto a root and it's going to grow. There's no way it's going to. So watering it with good, clean water is more important. And so being of clear mind, Mother Earth didn't give us life and ask us to protect her if we're getting addictions and intoxicants and different drugs and stuff going into our system. Indigenous brown-skinned people are just not designed to have alcohol or drugs in our system. We're here to be stewards of the earth and make sure that our animals, our winged, our sky, our plants, our trees are all getting along with the waters and that they're pure. And that's why I said, I've gone to jail for protesting for water, land, and air. So, yeah, I believe it's wholeheartedly the utmost 100% thing to be alcohol and drug free walking in these areas.
Are there still social drinkers in the Two-Spirit community?
Yes.
Does that help the efforts, or does it
No,
hinder?
it hinders.
Can you say something about that?
Well, myself, my wife, and I have taken ourselves out of different activities that have and promote alcohol or any kind of intoxicants like marijuana. I still feel in my heart that, our people didn't take marijuana to be stoned all day. They took it for medicinal purposes, and that's it. But, I can't promote that. I can't promote alcohol drinking, and I can't be in the same places in my age. I'm middle-aged now, and I just cannot put myself in that
Awesome.
location.
Can you tell me what you and Felipa are planning in 2025? What can we look forward to?
We're gonna start more healing groups and bringing in, a lot of the youth are really crying for the safe space here that has been provided in the Midwest in Rapid City that we have an office. So we're gonna try to get some more land, start a Sundance for just Two-Spirit, start inipis, they call them purifications, basically just to help our Two-Spirit start their healing process and to develop their own cultural spirituality and how they want to be recognized, because a lot of our Two-Spirit people have been turned away from sweat lodges because they're not wearing certain items that the medicine man says they have to wear, and that's just not okay. There's not, our Two-Spirit people, to become sober and addiction free, it's important that they, you know, start really inserting themselves in cultural development. So we're really striving to get land so they can come here to Rapid City in the Black Hills and utilize their cultural identities and help with the healing processes. So that's huge. Like I said, a lot more youth activities. We have Wildbriety, we have NA, we have drag story time. We have a lot of events taking place, women's, men's groups. We just want to make sure that everybody understands that we do exist, and we are going to be putting into spaces where we want people to understand that it's okay to be exactly who you are. And those events we are going to attend. And our save the date for our Two-Spirit powwow is going to be June 7th. So
7th.
that's something that's huge, and we're trying to get more people to interact and come and give their cultural presence and spirit and energy to the healing process. And so it's basically, we're going to be involving ourselves in many, many healing processes going forward, not just this year, but future endeavors. So yeah,
So how do we contact you if we want to volunteer, or we want to send money, or we want to donate?
You
Tell us
go
how to
to-
contact you.
Thank you for that, Theta. You go to unitingresilience.org, our website, and there's a donate button there, and we are updating our events. We do have PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and that's all available on there too. You can contact area code 605-786-6682 and go to Muso at unitingresilience.org. That's our email. All of that information is on our website as well. Like I said, our website is unitingresilience.org. And we love you all, and thank you. I'm just sweating. It's so hot in here right
No,
here.
because you're speaking the truth. You're speaking the truth. So, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Nistuni Daniko Makoyo Sakoi. I just drove down from Bab, Montana in War Pony, my badass truck, and it was only $2.62 a gallon. But I used a hose, just siphon all the way, Anyway, Native Wellness is here. We're with Rosebud Education. We're starting mental health and stress reduction gathering in the AM at La Quinta. So stop by and see us. I'm picking up my co-worker, Dwight Francisco, in a